Alright, time for a quick run of some solo mist gathering. Going to use the Elite Wild Boar. Even though it's extremely expensive, I also should have a very low chance of actually dying in the mists. And this time I'm going to use the dual swords. That's a little change up. Oh, actually, I wanted to use an Avalonian tool, but let's quickly see if these people are too many for me. Probably not. They also were only using tier 3 horses. I wanted to use an Avalonian tool, but I'm too lazy to go back and get one now. Wanted to use one. I wanted to use the axe. I'm also switching to two slacker people, more slacker people. I'm also switching to lumberjack gear, because I simply got most of the tier 6 loot in my last mist gathering run from wood, tier 6 wood. Skipping the tier 5 hide this time. And I actually checked the market price in Fort Sterling for stone. Tier 6 stone is on 500 silver per piece. So I'm actually going to gather tier 6 stone as well. Got some tier 6 stone books with me as well. Now I just need to find the mist wisp. Did I hear some wisp noises? Maybe I did. I'm using this expensive mount first of all for the carry weight and second of all for the ability on the queue. I really want a useful ability that I can flexibly use. Let's gather a bit while this thing is attacking me. Worth it. I'm hearing wisp noises, and there is one, and there's a second one. Can I enter this without the mob being aggroed? I mean, I can just kill the mob. Ooh. So, the switch up to the dual swords. It's because the E has lower cooldown. Tier 6 map. Yeah, it's always tier 6 with common wisps. The E has lower cooldown, has farther range, but it is slower. Which should not be a problem in the mists. Also, one benefit of using the carving sword is that I can damage mobs while I jump away from them, which is really good for fighting hyenas and for fighting these wolves, these tier 6 wolves, which is not possible with this ability. So I would think that the carving sword should be better for the black zone, because there is a real danger in getting interrupted while jumping away from enemies. Here in the mists, I most likely should just be ganked or attacked by one person at a time. So I should not have the problem of not being able to cast my E without being in the danger of getting interrupted. Also, another benefit of the double dual swords is of course that they do much more damage. So I will not really benefit from using skinning gear, the skinning armor with a poison buff in the mists, because with all the damage that I have, I will kill these mobs quickly enough. Also, in the mists there are usually only, like, there are not some big amounts of mobs at once. It's usually just one mob at a time. So having a huge chunk of wolves or hyenas at once will not be a concern for me in here. I don't want to gather 5.1 resources. I would take 5.2. I will take all the stone as well, since it's worth 500 silver. I'm not sure if it's worth it. I'll see how much I'll get. But wood, for example, is not that much more expensive. Was like 650 silver per piece. Some 6.1 stone. Stone elemental. Oh, these two belong together. Then I'm going to skip it. Another person. There's some stone. Now it is worth less. I guess then the estimated price right now is from the global market. Because when I checked in Fort Sterling, it was worth 500 silver per piece. If it is only on 300, then this would not be worth it. Pretty much. I guess I'm just going to kill both of these. I do have quite some decent damage. And there's a person. Will this person gank me with invisibility? How likely would that be? I do have tons of spells still up. And I'm almost full HP. I do want to play rather carefully. Even though people will just be solo players in here, they can run around with tier 8 gear, tier 9 gear, and 8.4 even. So there is some danger for me. I may actually die in here if I'm not careful enough. Here I of course only want this guy. Glad that I can avoid the silly tree. Tier 5 wood is not what I'm looking for. What could that loot be? Wasn't spider, it seems like. I'm doing this low tier gathering run because I simply want to know how much money I can make with this per time. Just being curious. I should not be able to reach 2 million with this, but 2 million per hour is what I'm saying. But maybe it is indeed possible to reach at least 1.5 million while having such low prices on the gathering resources. I don't think I can reach this tree in a reasonable fashion. Also, somebody in the comments said that he finds a lot of enchanted wisps in the big mob areas or around those areas. So when this mist closes, I'm going to check that out and see if that's true. Or if he was just lucky. People don't necessarily know about the relevance of sample sizes. Tier 5 only. Because if you like had this happening 3 times out of 3, then that still may just have been luck. After using my E, I'm also getting a damage buff on my standard attacks and an attack speed buff. Really boosting my damage. Making it way faster for me to clear all these mobs. And the mist is closing. So at like 4 minutes I'm going to path towards legendary. Legendary, legendary. Legendary. So am I going to get rich now? Am I going to get rich now? There is a hide area. This is not enchanted. Now since I'm in here, I'm only going to gather tier 8 resources, of course. Not going to waste my time. Stop jumping around, let me kill you quickly. Not going to waste my time with non-enchanted tier 7 resources. Just going to take all the tier 8 stuff I can find, obviously. I'm excited, it's legendary, so I should find some enchanted stuff as well. The question is, where do I want to look? Do I want to look at the hide area? Does that make sense? Will I get ganked there? Does it matter if I get ganked there? Only taking 6.2, 7.1 and tier 8 resources. A nice little bird. Getting me some tier 8 hide. Let's ride a little bit closer and enjoy some crazy loot. It's a legendary wisp, so there should be relatively high enchantment in here, right? Should I be skipping even tier 8 resources? Should I be looking for enchanted tier 8 resources and 7.2 resources and stuff like that? I'm not sure about that. I don't know how high the enchantment rate is. He ran out of vision. He didn't take anything in this area. He may be ganking me with invisibility though, so I'm just going to return later to the tier 8 hide. Where are the enchanted resources? Legendary wisp. Not seeing enchanted stuff. That's tier 7 only. There's some tier 8. Okay, I think it's time to return to the tier 8 hide. Enough time has passed. I wonder how high the enchantment rate would be on such a... There's some 7.1, I'm going to take that quickly. There will only be like one piece on it also. Or maybe two. Back to the tier 8 hide. Legendary wisp. There's a small chest. Oh, 7.3. Sadly, it's basalt. Basalt is so bad. I mean, it's great that I found this, but if this was anything but stone, it would have been worth much more. There's a dismounted person. Probably gathering my tier 8 hide now, right? Yeah, looks like it. The chest is opening in 125. I would have some people also contesting that, so I'm going to skip it. Pretty sure. That's the right call. Since I've seen two people, don't really want to get into some PvP here. I just want to find some high tier resources. And I would like to find some enchanted ones. But I mean, I haven't spent too much time on this map yet. The question is, where are the places people would not be looking at? Where are those places? I'm not seeing 6.2 either. Or 6.3. Not enchanted, not enchanted. Hopefully it takes a while until this map closes. 6.2. It's fast. And I would kinda gather it, but I am looking for better stuff right now. Since I'm in a tier 8 mist. Here's a camp. Where are the enchanted resources? $7.1. I mean, the best thing that I can find is, or rather are, resource mobs. That's the best thing to find in here. And hopefully I can find one that's enchanted. That's the big hope I have. Some nice 8.3. 7.2. That's nice. Let's see how valuable that is. Probably as valuable as a 7.3 stone. Almost. Just 2k less per piece. Tier 8 resources. 4 out of 11. Just hoping that I didn't get into this map very late. Just hoping that it won't close so early. Nice tier 8 resources, but I didn't find too many yet. I didn't find too many yet. I want more. I do hear noises. Maybe those are griffin noises, who knows? I wouldn't be able to kill a griffin though. Tier 8 would be too hard. What is this? This is a dragon hawk, that's nice. I'm gathering it as quickly as this resource though. It's not a special mob. So I can just take it afterwards. And sadly, I think it's not enchanted. I don't think so. Yeah, just a normal one. There's some marble. I don't even know what that spell does. Is that supposed to be damage? Maybe it does do damage. It's just not very much. Tier 8 gathering. And this run was supposed to be a low tier gathering run. But I mean, if a legendary wisp just spawns on me, I'm not going to say no. Considering how much more height I'm finding than all the other resources, it's kinda sad that I'm not having gathering gear, skinning gear. But you cannot predict that. Kinda sad still that I'm not finding enchanted resources. I'm not sure if it's worth it to just run the whole map up and down just to look for those. Maybe that's worth it. Considering that 8.3 would definitely be worth way more. But finding 8.3 is probably not that easy even in a legendary wisp map. Other people could also be taking it as well. So who knows, who knows. And the mist is closing, no. No! How much time did I spend in this one? Maybe 10 minutes at most? Probably. So, there's a mob area. And the dude in the comments said that he finds enchanted wisps in mob areas. So I'm going to check it out. I'll see. It's kind of sad that I have been gathering around that place already. There's a person. Should I play it safe? Is it dangerous? Takes so long to take one piece. Takes so insanely long. There is a common wisp. That's pretty bad. I could also just gather inside here until I get kicked out because of all these tier 8 resources. I mean, they are just worth so much more. The common wisp. Do I want to gather until I get kicked out? And just test the theory next mist? I think I'll do that. I'll just gather inside here. Cause all this money. There's the spear guy again. There's some marble. Not sure what the spear guy is doing if he isn't taking tier 8 resources. Is he doing PvE? Is he trying to red? Maybe he's taking chests. And these weakened wisps. And all that stuff. Tier 8, tier 8. Very tasty. But not finding any enchanted stuff. Since this guy was going this way and he may have gathering tools, I will go this way. And maybe I will find another legendary wisp here at this area. This should be an area, right? Yep, it is. Not seeing any wisps yet. There's a wisp. Only useless common one. There's an uncommon one. Let's check if it is tier 7. If it's not, I'm just going to go back to this map here for a moment. It is tier 6, 2 common wisps. So let's take the last minute and gather a bit more of tier 8. 7.1, basically tier 8. And tier 8. No enchanted resources. I mean, I found 7.3 stone, which is unlucky. Found 7.2 wood. But I didn't see any 8.1, for example. Maybe the map was just too active. I found 2 birds, which is quite some loot. One of which I wasn't able to finish off. 24 seconds. Can I get some more tier 8? There it is. I will only be able to get one, I think. Only one piece. No! The tier 8 resources! Most likely more than 2 million per hour. Constantly gathering tier 8. And there's a wisp already. Spawning right on my face. Running around for 27 minutes right now. And I basically already have 1 million loot. Because I spent 15 minutes or so in the tier 8 map. Maybe I can be lucky and just find more. Crazy good wisp. It is indeed possible. But back to gathering garbage. Which goes pretty damn quickly though. Tons of tier 6 stone. Where's the PvE stuff in here? I think this thing. And is that it? Is that everything? Is that even PvE or is that some portal? I have no idea. I have no clue. I'm also wondering how active the mists are right now. Because I've been running around a bit with the demonic staff in here. And there were mist portals, mist maps, where there were tons of people. Where there were people with 8.4 gear. Not finding as much fiber as I usually do in the mists. Or, well, saying usually is an overstatement, to be honest, because it was just one mist run that I had. Not more. So can't really draw any conclusions from that yet. Oh, actually this passive is bad because I don't lose my stacks with this E compared to, for example, the carving sword, which is also a nice advantage. This was a tier 5 elemental, I believe. Didn't see a single wisp yet. yet in this map, but I've only covered about, let's say, 15% of the whole map yet. There's a mysterious ranger with a moose. A moose player. So he looked at me, noticed that I'm a gatherer, and decided that there's no problem. Or maybe he decided, hey, let's try to invis gank me. Who knows? But he can't know how fast I am with gathering. But he may have seen me. Probably not worth it to kill the elemental there for one piece of runed ore. Right now, I'm thinking about if I'm constantly gathering or if I'm running around too much. Because I kind of feel like I'm not 100% constantly gathering. I'm running around a little bit. Tier 2 maps, mobs everywhere. Want to take the fiber though. Even 2 stacks. Pretty good for refreshing my pork pie. Because I'm gathering so quickly, I usually don't get the cooldown ready. I will be excited to see if the price for stone... It should still be on 500, like, I just checked it. About 45 minutes ago in Fort Sterling. I doubt that the price would drop so quickly. But it is definitely possible that stone is cheaper in different cities. Okay, I still haven't seen a single wisp, and now I've covered about 35% of the whole map. Pretty interesting. Legendary wisp. Felt kinda underwhelming. I did look at a lot of places in that map. Not everything. And there were a few people already. But still felt a little bit underwhelming. I'm going to throw away the rough stone. There is a rare wisp. Do I want to take that? Maybe nobody... well, one person was in this map at least. And there's a second one. It's just a gatherer. There's a wisp. Is this mist too empty? Should I switch? Somebody took the thing. I'm not sure if I should switch. Is this mist bad here? Somebody taking... Somebody gathering in here. So I guess I'm going to switch. How long do I have to switch back? 16 seconds, that's not that much. But I also don't know how good Mist can be. But I also didn't find any tier 6 wolves. That's also rather sad. Putting down my loot per time. Does this thing actually attacks me? Oh, an epic one. I'll take that. This one can't even be a tier 6 anymore, right? This is only tier 7 and tier 8. Nice. I'm being really lucky today. Hopefully this is tier 8. If it is, then that's going to be great. It is only tier 7. Do I skip the flat tier 6 resources now? No, I'm just going to gather completely everything. There's a person on some random horse. Could this person be dangerous? I do have all my spells up. Somebody picked up silver, so he's going to be a PvE player. I doubt that he's ganking me with invisibility now then. But tier 7 with better enchantment, of course, since it's epic, is definitely better. I'll take that. And there are just way more resources I can gather in here. But still I'm going to take everything I find, I think. I mean, I could be skipping some stuff in here. It may be better for my profit per time if I skipped stuff like tier 6 wood and tier 6 stone. Maybe I should do that. I'm not sure. Epic enchantment in here. Let's see how many resources I can find. Am I being lucky with the mists right now? Or have I just been unlucky all the other days and times I've been going to the mists? I don't know. I have to kill one of these. Actually, I can reset this. I can. Before she even spawns one of these annoying wisps. Whatever they are called that they spawn. That chase for forever. I feel like the loot is going to be somewhat solid this run. Having one tier 7 map, one tier 8 map. Not bad, not bad. And almost, and basically better than in the black zone. At least what I'm getting right now, I feel like. But maybe the chances are pretty good in the black zone to find some highly enchanted wisps. Who knows? I'm having tons of different stuff in my inventory. Filling my inventory spaces very quickly. Also kinda need to pay close attention to the clock. I don't have unlimited time today. doesn't feel like I'm constantly gathering, even in this map. There's quite some free space without resources, it feels like. But as I've mentioned in the Mists run before, maybe I simply don't know the correct places on these maps to find resources more efficiently. In the black zone, it is already pretty clear to me where resources are spawning. But in here, $7.1, but everywhere it's only one piece. Only four free spaces in my inventory. Quite a lot of tier 7 fiber around the lake. Is it always like that? It may be. Maybe some... how do you say it? Maybe it is like in the black zone. There you also find fiber around lakes. Big mob area in the middle. The place I'm going to check out when the mist is closing because of that dude in the comments. Pretty sad that this map isn't a tier 8 map. That would have been pretty nice. .2. 4 out of 9 basalt. I got the space in my inventory. Pretty rough, pretty rough. But I shouldn't find too much enchanted stuff in these maps, even though they are epic and legendary. Still not finding too much different stuff. I can just throw away one piece of 5.2 fiber. That's not going to hurt me in case of finding something very valuable. Okay, let's check the other side of the lake and see if there's some more fiber. Theory crafting on the run. Can anybody tell me why the chests for fishermen are so bad? I've taken like 30 or 40 or 50 in my Zero to Hero series, and only in one of these 50 or 40 I've gotten a tier 5 treasure, and in all the others I've only gotten tier 4 treasures, basically being worth absolutely nothing. Why are they so insanely bad? Like, just fishing normal fish is more valuable than that. And that has been in tier 8 zones and tier 7 zones. Treasures from fishing in tier 7 and tier 8 zones. What's up with that? Why is there always tier 4 treasures to be found? It's so bad. It's really weird. What's even the point of these chests if there can only be garbage in there? Finding a lot of 5.2 fiber. Interesting. A rare weakened wisp. I haven't done the math. I don't know how valuable these things are if you translate, or however you can say this. Basically translate their value into silver. By, for example, buying energy or chests from the favor that you get for delivering them. Or might. Might is a thing that you can't do anything with. Favor it was. Now the mist is closing. Okay, give me another legendary or epic wisp, please. I don't think wisps can spawn inside these places, right? I don't think that's possible. Doesn't look like it. Does not look like it. So the guy in the comments must have meant around it. Just a common one. More tier 6 for me. An uncommon one. I'm going to check it. If it is tier 7, I'm going to go into it. Because tier 7 maps are clearly better than tier 6 maps. Otherwise I can just go back. It is tier 6. Considering that this one here is epic, I really feel like I didn't find too much enchanted stuff in here. There's a dismounted person. Probably transporting the... Okay, how strong are they? They are not fighting anymore because of me. Or are they? Why do I not have shield block? I feel like I have to use my boots. Are they still fighting? Can I get something? Is this guy worth anything? Maybe. Maybe. I didn't hit him. He could come out. He could get out of there. Yeah, he's probably safe. You sure that you want to fight me? What the what the hell? What the hell? This guy didn't have any IP. What the hell was he thinking? Let's see if I can find another wisp. Dismounted. The sky is not that bright. There are resources. There's basalt. This guy's still chasing me. I need to change my helmet. Okay, what the hell is this guy doing there? Kinda sad, kinda annoying. Just a common one. There's some basalt. Do I want to get kicked out or do I want to... I'm not sure. I mean, I didn't see any good wisp, so I may as well look in the black zone for one. Not sure what's better. Well, here I'll have a lot of tier 6 resources, I guess. That may be better. Not sure. I do hear wisp noises. Can I get this piece? Looks like it. Back to Frostpeak Vista. Do I quickly want to bring back loot? There's a common thing. I do have space issues, so I'm going to bring back loot. Because of this silly tier 8 map. I have so many different things in my inventory. Well, I don't want to go in there. Common wisp only. Who cares? Let's quickly get rid of the loot. There's a ganker. That's crazy. Somehow I didn't feel like a guy with tier 5 or tier 6 items would be too dangerous though. And jump. I wonder what happens if I get dismounted while jumping. I wonder if the jump then still continues or if it gets interrupted basically. That's what I wonder. Quickly put this stuff away and start again. I don't think that invisibility is very necessary or useful right now. Time to look for the next wisp. Somebody was killed there. Makes sense when people run around dismounted. Another wisp. Preferably a legendary one. Some person was killed there. That's not that nice. Another? No, only one. Because I kind of would have liked to go this way. There's a dismounted person. I don't know how many people are walking around this place here, so maybe I'll find an enchanted wisp. It is possible. But by the looks of it, I'm not seeing any wisp. I do hear wisp noises. Boom. Back to the constant gathering of low-tier resources. It's a stone area. Can there even be anything interesting in there? I have no idea. Are there just normal, what's it called, resource mobs? Okay, like there can't be old ones, right? Like in the roads. All these noises. Wisp noises. Kinda telling me that there are wisps nearby, but I don't see them. Oh, 4.2. That is takeable. But I feel like I'm finding really low amounts of wisps in the mists. Seems like a lot of tier 6 stone. After the run, I hope I'll remember to look at the price of tier 6 stone in Fort Sterling again. Because, as I said, the last time I checked it was on 500. Which is the only reason why I'm gathering it right now. Quite a solid amount of resources, more than in the normal map area, basically. Map space. However you want to call it. So for good resources and good maps, it's probably worth it to check these areas, I guess. I mean, I found one of these tier 8 birds as well in the tier 8 map, in the tier 8 area. There's a person checking this. That's crazy. I'm not sure why he would be checking this. Not sure what he was hoping to find, to be honest. I'm just gathering everything, so it kinda makes sense for me to check it. But as somebody looking for PvP or PvE, this area should be complete garbage, I guess. There's no way for a gatherer to lose his mount in there, stuff like that. Weird. Maybe it was just on his way, maybe he just came out of that. No, that's not possible. It's only an exit, not an entrance. Steal something. I would need Wanderlust. He's going this way. He just used his boots. Oh, this is actually really not that good. I do have my boots though. Let's try to catch him. Would he be going this way? I guess I missed my chance. Hard to kill people in here when they play runaway gear. Basically the highest mobility possible, I would guess. War gloves right now. Maybe the bloodletter is just as quick when playing the jump on the W. There's somebody being very low HP. This guy again. He's regenerating already. He's very valuable, but he's also somewhat strong compared to me. If he wasn't regenerating there already, I would have tried to kill him again, but he may have pushed me away with his helmet again. Just playing full runaway. Some complete escape gear. Even though I am not sure why. Because what can you achieve with this gear if you just go full on escaping? I'm not sure. Now I'm missing quite some tier 6 resources there. Kinda annoying. Did he have invisibility potions? Would he gank with invisibility? I'm not sure. There's some fiber. There's some ore. Got 20 more minutes for continuing to gather the garbage resources here. The wisp. Not the wisp I'm looking for, though. Two resources, killing one cat for it isn't worth it. I'm not sure, but I'm rather quick in killing this poor tier 5 cat. I heard there's a chance to find a cup from that, even though the chance is very low, it seems like. Haven't had the opportunity to enjoy that event happening yet. Another wisp, another bad one. Let me walk by the river. Maybe I'll find more fiber there. Gather bonus +2, that's what I want to see. Is there more fiber at the rivers? Doesn't look too good. Shouldn't be using my Q like that. Let's be honest. The cooldown is not that low. There is some fiber. Not going to run back for that though. Common Wisp only. There's a small PvE area here. Kinda sad that I didn't have too much time in the epic and the legendary maps. Seems like I've not been the first person to enter those. I'll try to remember to check the estimated market price in my loot box of stone. And then in the market. Because it's kind of weird. The game showing me that tier 6 stone is worth 300 silver. While it was on 500 silver per piece in the market. $300 would indeed be extremely low. I mean 500 is of course as well, but it's probably something that's okay when doing this. I wonder if there's an effective way to find as many wisps as possible in a certain amount of time. It's just generally finding a lot of wisps. Or if it's just, let's go deep into the black zone and hope for inactive maps and find some highly enchanted wisps there this way. That may be the best way. Not sure if there are any other tricks that one could use. Because the tier 8 maps are obviously much better than the tier 7 maps, which are obviously much better than the tier 6 maps. I got aggro of this stupid thing. He likes to cast so slow. Common Wisp there, some mysterious stranger there. I've checked out a lot of this map already. I spent a lot of time in here. Are the tier 4 resource mobs aggressive as well? I'm curious. I'm curious now. There is a useless... It is aggressive. Crazy. Crazy. There's one common wisp. I want to take that already. Oh, 5.3. 2 out of 5 at least. At least that. Probably the most I could have hoped for. Pretty rare to find more. pretty damn rare. Even though some tier 8 resources and tier 7 resources did have 4 out of 11 pieces. Which was pretty nice, considering that those were pretty random. Somewhat full. The resources here on this side are somewhat full. Somewhat. Maybe I'll find a good wisp. Do I want to save that one? In case of not finding another one deeper into this map. I'm going to check out the east of this map. At the end of this. The end of the life of this mist. Quite a few resources. Now that the mist is closing. Weird. But it's maybe just the place, but maybe resources are also replenishing relatively quickly in here. Didn't reset the pad. No. I went one step too far. Oh, come on. Come on. I really did not find too much tier 6 hide. But it is more money than all the other stuff that I have. It wasn't the case in the last run. In the tier 8 mist, it would have been the same way. I also found more tier 8 hide there. What does this mean? A lot of tier 6 stone. Whoops. A lot of resources. A lot. There's a wisp. It's a bad one. Oh, it's a rare one. Nice. Nice. Let's take that. Or should I take a quick look here into this corner? Because in theory it's possible that there's even better stuff. So many tier 6 resources here. Tons of stone. Maybe I should have taken stone gathering gear. That's a common one. I'll just take the rare one, I suppose. This here. Let's take a quick look. If there's a legendary wisp waiting for me. Just a rare one as well. If this one is tier 6, I may just want to go back. I need to be fast then though. It's tier 7, okay, never mind, doesn't matter. 1 minute 44 on the chest. I'm not going to contest. Or rare ones can also be tier 8, right? I think I went into a tier 8 map through a rare one. But it would be so close with the time. And so hard to see with all the fog. Pretty happy that I even got a second tier 7 map. I don't know if I still don't know if I was just unlucky. In the other Mists of Avalon run. Or if I'm just being lucky right now. I have no clue. 10 more minutes to play. Roundabout. This map is rare. So give me some enchanted resources. This is not enchanted. Where did I spawn? I don't want to run the same way twice. I want to be efficient. I want to see everything. But I also don't want to waste time. Feels pretty inactive right now. I'm not seeing too many people. Only saw some in the last map. But also not the biggest amount of people I've ever seen. A Fade Dragon, that's money, right? I'm going for damage in that case. Am I able to kill that? Oh, okay, this was bad. Need to regenerate some health. I don't have fighting food. I should have brought some fighting food in case of this happening. I don't know how often this can happen. Do you want to kill this for some more space? Do I have some useful ability here? 10% damage reduction may not be bad. Starting the fight without cooldowns is probably pretty bad. I got hit. I got hit. I got dealt. What the fuck? Why am I getting hit so often and so much? Generating a little bit of health here. Why are these spells all not disappearing? I got hit again. I got hit by 3 spells. And I'm not really able to use my E. This does look very doable. I need to dodge. Very, very important. Oh, come on! What? Ah, this is so annoying. And the dragon is not even attacking him! I used my fucking invisibility, but this retarded dragon was still casting. It wasn't stopping the casts. Why was it still casting? Did the other guy have aggro and that's why it continued to cast? Or is it just some spell that when it starts it just continues? Oh, oh god, this is so ridiculous. But this can happen when I don't know how the spells work. Because I've never fought against this weird animal. The AoEs were pretty annoying. They were casted so quickly. I mean, it would not be a problem if I was playing on an A and could just react instantly. But it's pretty annoying to die because of this. I did bring back some loot before dying, but like there's basically no way for me to die in the mists. I feel like it is only possible to die by suiciding, which I've just done. Ah. Why did the spells continue to get casted when I was invisible and likewise reset the aggro of the mob? Ah. So disgusting. So disgusting. I mean, how valuable is the stuff that I've just lost? That's about 3 million. 170, 120, 170, 340, 500, 600, 700, 850, 900 plus 3 million, 3.9 million plus 500k worth of tools. So 4.4 million. I probably also had like 500k worth of loot already in my inventory, maybe 400k. So I basically just lost 4.6, 4.7 million. Because I didn't know what the spells of this Feed Dragon do. But I would have obviously been able to kill it. Was rather unfortunate that I got hit in the beginning. Like I got hit by 3 spells and I was still able to do it. This Feed Dragon really doesn't deal any damage at all. Just casts very quickly. Sadness, sadness. At least I got a little tiny bit of loot.